Hello, I'm John Lindsay, and our top story today is oil. Black gold, the fuel of the Industrial Revolution. Oil is one of the things that made this nation great. Fortunes have been made by those who found oil, and the science of finding oil is more exact than ever before. Finding oil is nothing new, but finding it 70 to 80% of the time you drill for it is revolutionary. New and affordable technology in the oil and gas industry is creating huge money-making opportunities for individuals like you. The oil industry has changed dramatically over the past 5 years. What you think you know about the oil industry is old history. Stay tuned to get up to date with the great potential of today's oil story and how it can benefit your financial future. We take you now to Jay Young, Chief Executive Manager of 3D Vision Technologies. Jay, tell us about this new technology that is changing the rules for oil exploration.
I'm in the laboratory workplace with Bill Miller, a graduate of the Colorado School of Mines. Bill, you've been involved in the quest for oil for...
About 20 years, Jay. Variety of places in the United States, variety of settings.
This is a 2D seismic representation, I believe. And how do we get from this to that?
Well, that's exactly right, Jay. This is our traditional, in the last 20 years, our 2D representation of subsurface seismic. This is a slice through the subsurface. We're looking for likely places for oil to be trapped by taking this picture. To the trained observer, might notice that this is indeed an anomalous area. In this case, it's a river channel up in North Dakota. But it's not obvious where it goes. That's where 3D comes in, and this is a snapshot at that same level of this same sand channel. It would be as if we were flying over any part of the country looking at a river from an airplane. What's significant is if we were drilling in this channel without any other information, we may expect it to go straight and begin drilling unsuccessful wells in this direction. By having this snapshot of where the channel actually goes, we could target our drilling efforts. We would have predicted this very sharp eastward swing, kept our success rates up, translates to a better return on investment.
So this shows you what's down there. This shows you what direction it runs in. This is kind of like an X-ray.
That's right.
Thank you, Jay. We'll get back to you shortly. And now, the latest news. People outside of the oil industry are being given a chance to become partners in the oil exploration business. Many people have responded to a recent broadcast about this amazing technology. They've received a brochure describing an opportunity for them to become partners with an organization called 3D Petroquest, which is taking advantage of this exciting technology. But these good people aren't the only ones rushing to participate. If you've received this brochure, look inside the front pocket. You'll find articles from Fortune magazine and USA Today citing the experts who are investing heavily in oil today. Carl Icahn, former owner of TWA and a billionaire, has recently invested $12.8 million in oil and gas companies. Philip Anschutz, a Denver billionaire and railroad tycoon, has recently spent $45 million to purchase a large portion of forest oil. Oil tycoon and billionaire Marvin Davis has spent $650,000 for seismic data that he says is now worth $250 million. Why are these billionaires getting back into oil? With demand continuing to rise and technology available to pinpoint the supply, billionaire Marvin Davis says, quote, "You don't have to be a genius to see the coming boom." But you do need experts to interpret this data. You've already met Bill Miller. In addition to him, 3D Petroquest has assembled a panel of experts who are ready to work for the partnership. Here are a few more prospective members of the team.
I'm with Dr. John Horn and Dr. Bill Pearson. Now, John, you have 29 years in the oil industry, correct?
That's correct.
Major oil companies as well as an independent consultant.
Yes.
And Bill, you have 23 years.
23 years.
And you both had extensive experience with majors. You've dedicated most of your career to finding oil. Could you relate to us what some of your more significant finds have been?
The most exciting play I've ever been involved with was in Venezuela, where we found 500 million barrels of oil with magnetic data alone. 500 million.
500 million barrels.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Following the guidance of these experts, the partnership will utilize the best available technologies to pinpoint the top drilling prospects. 3D Petroquest will then negotiate agreements on the leases by offering information to drilling companies in return for a portion of the production profits. 3D Petroquest will distribute pro rata shares of these profits to their partners on a monthly basis for as long as there is production from these wells. We wanted to know more about oil field production, so we sent Jay Young out into the field.
I'm here with Bob Reeve, a petroleum engineer who's supervising the completion of the well that you see directly behind us. Bob, you've been drilling here in this area for how long now?
We've been here for approximately 18 years in this general area and have drilled upwards of 50 wells, all of which are a success.
So you're saying out of 18 years and 50 wells, how many dry holes?
None.
No dry holes. Now what have you found here? What are you capturing in this well?
This well here behind us is 5,000 feet deep, and we're drilling into what they call, we have drilled into the Sussex zone. It's about 60 feet of oil sand we've encountered, and we expect the well to produce somewhere around 50 barrels a day for initial production.
What would that mean in terms of a reserve overall, would you think?
Reserves are in this area run around 50,000 barrels of oil per well.
So 50,000 barrels of oil at $20 a barrel is a pretty profitable venture, isn't it, in this case?
Yeah, that's right. If you multiply it out quickly, it's $1 million.
So it makes your time out here each day worthwhile, right?
That's right.
All right, Bob. Thanks very much for your help. We appreciate your time.
These geologists know oil and where to find it. They've already found 750 million barrels of oil for other people. At today's prices, that's $15 billion. And now they're anxious to begin working with 3D Petroquest and start working for you. You may wonder how these scientists can work for anyone other than the giant oil companies. How could a limited liability partnership afford their expertise? Isn't their technology expensive? Science itself provides the answers to these questions. Advancements in technology have provided benefits to every business, from healthcare to communications. New and innovative discoveries are emerging daily from advances in computer technology. The oil industry has benefited from these advances as well. New computer analysis techniques have made the success rate of finding profitable oil wells jump from 10% to as high as 70 or 80%. Years ago, the risks involved in oil and gas exploration were tremendous. But today, all that has changed. And as the risks have gone down, so have the costs of acquiring this technology. Analysis that used to require a mainframe computer can now be handled by a PC. Now, that efficiency is what made this technology affordable, and that is why we are offering this opportunity to you. The top story today is oil and your financial future. 3D Petroquest has the knowledge and the expertise. The only thing missing from the equation is you. We take you now one more time to Jay Young, who has a message of vital importance.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to request this information from us. You've already seen our infomercial on television. Now I think it's time for you to really get serious about the types of questions you feel you need to have answered as you talk to one of our representatives. Now is the time for you to position yourself as a part of your overall portfolio in oil. Continue to ask your questions. We're very patient because we want you to be comfortable at the time you make a decision to move forward. But you need to make that decision. This is time sensitive. We're moving very quickly with the teams of people who are getting involved with us right now, just as you are. If you have questions, write them down. We'll address them. Get in this business. You'll be very, very happy that you requested this information a year from now. Thank you.
3D Petroquest hopes that this program has opened your eyes to an exciting opportunity that awaits you in the field of oil and gas exploration. It's now up to you to take the next step into the future. 3D Petroquest hopes that you will make the decision to join the partnership and take part in what Fortune magazine says may be the last major play in oil in this generation. Thank you for watching, and have a prosperous tomorrow. Produced by Batman Productions.